Alright man, so what's up guys, Airball here and I'm back in another video, and this is going to be a video on the 6'8" ISO build on NBA 2K26 and made in NBA 2K25 because obviously I don't have the game yet. We saw a lot of really good builds on NBA 2K26 in terms of the 6'8s, you know, how they can ISO and get tier 2 lightning launch badge and all that stuff. So we're going to look at it in today's video, obviously on 2K25, and who knows, maybe this build can be made in 2K26, maybe it can't. I've seen that the 6'8s were slightly buffed, so maybe you can get a few more attributes on 26. But again, I don't really know. Or you get a few less attributes actually. You get more in 25, you get less in 26. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But 6'8" for the height. The weight we want to go down a little bit. Honestly, you don't even need to go down too much. You can just go like whatever gets you 75 speed with ball. You can do that. But I would try to get at least 80 agility, which I mean is pretty decent, and that'll get us the ability to get on-ball menace. So just make sure you get a decent weight. I'm gonna go 210, and the wingspan is gonna be 6'10". So on 2K26, you're gonna be able to get 96 driving dunk. You're gonna have 93 mid-range instead of 94. Just keep that in mind. And then all the other attributes are gonna be basically the same, which is all good. So moving on to the finishing, we're gonna have a 76 on the close shot. All right, 76 close shot. We're gonna have a 91 on the driving dunk, and what we're gonna do is use 5 cap breakers to get it up to a 93. All right, 93 driving, or 5 cap breakers to get up to 96. You can use 2 to get it up to 93 if you use specialized in finishing, but I would use 5 to get it up to 96, and that way we get Hall of Fame posterizer. The shooting, we're gonna have a 91 on the mid-range, which will get us shifty shooter on gold, and this is where we want to specialize in. We want to specialize in shooting. We're gonna get 2 cap breakers from the build specialization for shooting, and we're gonna use those 2 on mid-range, which will allow us to get Hall of Fame set shot specialist, so you guys see, and gold deadeye. And what we're gonna do with our max plus 1s and 2s is our max plus 1 is gonna be on set shot, and then our max plus 2 is either gonna be on deadeye or on shifty shooter to make them legend. All right, it's completely up to you what you choose. I would probably choose shifty shooter, but again, that's completely up to you. The playmaking, pass accuracy is going to be a 71. All right, we're going to have 71 pass ac. Ball handling is going to be an 86, which will get us ankle assassin silver, which is solid, and 85 will get us a decent amount of the animations, which again, very good. And the speed with ball is going to be a 75, so we get that lightning launch in silver. And on 2K26, lightning launch is going to be a tier 2 badge, meaning you can max plus 2 that along with posterizer or set shot or on ball menace, whatever tier 1 badge you want to upgrade, but you can use that alongside those tier 1 badges. So we could potentially get Hall of Fame lightning launch on this build if we use our tier 2 max plus 2. So just something to keep in mind. I think I'll definitely use that, and then combine with the other badges and stuff. It's going to be absolutely crazy. But moving on to the defense, we're going to have a 60 on the interior. This is mainly going to be a perimeter defending kind of build. It doesn't really have too many block, like much of a block rating, because the block rating is actually pretty expensive. I'm not going to lie, it's pretty expensive. So 92 perimeter is what I'm going to go with here. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the weight a little bit. Now you can you get 96 perimeter? You can't, but you can go probably 185, I think would be decent. But that's a mistake I made. You can use your cap breakers actually to get from a 92 to a 95, and that will get you Hall of Fame challenger. If that's something you want to do, then you can definitely do that, but you need to have a lower weight to do that, so just keep that in mind with all the body types and things like that. So completely up to you. Like I said, the steal is going to be 85, and we're going to keep the block the same. Rebounding is we're going to put an O board at 37, because on 26 it's tied into, these two are tied together, and you need 37 to have 62. So we're just gonna go with that. Speed is going to be an 84. We're gonna have an 80 agility to get on-ball menace on gold, and then we're gonna put a 60 strength just to get physical finisher and strong handle on bronze. It's not really all you need, but at least it's something, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of the other attributes are taken, so it just makes sense to go with 60 here. And then the vertical is going to be an 85. Now like I said, on 26 I don't really know if you can get these kind of attributes, and they seem a little bit more restrictive, because I made one of the builds on 2K25 from 2K26, and they were it was about a 98 overall, and you could still definitely put a few more attributes in the 25 builder. So that probably means that 6'8s are going to be slightly more restrictive, but even still, like you can still make a version of this build. You know, maybe you could put down your your vertical for cat breakers. You put down your speed for cat breakers a little bit, or probably put down your pass accuracy. That's probably what I would do, because let's be honest, you don't really need too much pass accuracy. But you know what I'm saying. It's still, it is what it is. But when looking at the badge breakdown, like I said, you want to specialize in shooting. We're gonna have set shot specialist on legend after cat breakers, or 2 cat breakers at least, and then the legend deadeye or legend shifty. That's completely up to you. And then the max plus 1 tier 1, we're gonna put on posterizer. So if you get 5 cat breakers, you put up to 96. We're gonna use our max plus 1 tier 1 on posterizer to get that up to to get that up to legend. So legend poster and legend set shot on the same build. And to make it even more broken, we're gonna put our max plus 2 tier 1 on ball menace to get that up to legend. So we're gonna have legend on ball menace with legend posterizer, legend set shot, legend shifty, and we can get Hall of Fame lightning launch with the max plus 2 tier 2, which is in 2K26. So again, all those badges combined are gonna be absolutely insane. Legend on ball, legend poster, legend shifty, legend set shot, Hall of Fame lightning launches, making the 6/8s look really, really good this year. I'm not gonna lie. And then your tier 2 max plus 1. You don't really get too many good tier 2 badges, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they're not really that great, other than obviously lightning launch, which we don't have on 25. But I'd probably put it on dimer, so you get gold dimer. But if you can't make this build on 26, again, I would say probably lower your pass accuracy a little bit, and that way, you know what I'm saying, you can probably make it on 26, because you don't need silver dimer that much. If you really do care about pass ac, then I guess you can put it on. But if you can't make this exact build on 26, lower your pass ac to 61, and that way you should be able to at least make it in 26. But I'm really, really liking this build. I mean, after you only need 7 total cat breakers to make this build insane, because you get 2 for the mid-range and then 5 for the driving dunk. And then again, this is optional, but you can put 3 cat breakers to get challenger, and you could put maybe a max plus 1 tier 1 on challenger to get that to legend, but then you only have Hall of Fame poster. It's really up to you, but I'm liking this build a lot. I think it's going to be very solid. I think that's probably going to be like the build that most people use. I'm not going to say the meta, because there won't really be too much of a meta, because a lot of builds are going to be very, very effective, and this build is called a 2-way mid-range slasher. So I'm excited to see what kind of name we get on this build in 26. That's kind of like a Swiss Army knife and can do everything, but we're just going to have to wait and see. And that's going to do it for the video. If you guys liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I post every single day on this channel, so make sure to stay tuned for daily uploads. And yeah, this is Airball. Peace.